Hey, I'm me. And first of all, thank you so much for 1,000 subscribers. I'm genuinely so happy about this. Okay, now on to today's video. I'm going to try SamDoesArts' new pause challenge. Alright, let's get started. Oh, red skin. That's pretty unusual. Now let's move on to... I don't think I've ever drawn this type of outfit before. It's going to be a really different mix. Eye shape. Let's see what we get. Looks like she's going to have more closed, narrow eyes. Alright, now for the part that stresses me out every single time, the hair. Yes, we got hair that's not just pretty, but also long, with a bow. I'm so happy right now. Now eye color. And we got... Okay, that's actually really cool. It's close to the skin tone. I think it'll look great. And finally, accessories. Let's see what I pull. And it's wings. Okay, so these are all our reference images. A pretty wild combo. Honestly, out of everything, I'd say the hair is the only thing in my comfort zone. But hey, we've got a character to make. Let's do this. One important thing I decided right at the start, after pulling the references, was that this had to be a full-body character, so we could actually see the whole outfit and all the accessories. So I went with the pose you're seeing on screen now. It was pretty challenging since it has a tiny bit, almost none, but still of perspective going on. Okay, with the pose ready, let's start adding in the character's elements. I decided to start with the outfit, since that was the part I was most scared of messing up or making look weird because of the pose. After that, I did the eyes and the hair. Oh, one thing about the hair. I went back and forth on whether to draw it up or down. In the end, I left it down, with the bow just as an extra accessory. Okay, so here's the sketch so far. Now that that's settled, let's move on to painting. As for the wings, I decided to skip the sketch step for those and just went straight for their shape. Since her skin is red, I decided to go with the opposite color on the color wheel for the hair. Since her outfit is basically all black, I didn't do a ton of tonal variation. I just added a bit more detail to these parts here, since that's pretty much the only part of the outfit that isn't black. And that's our red-skinned girl. Hope you liked her. See you next time. So, actually, while I was editing this video, I realized the drawing had come out a lot simpler than I wanted. Not to mention this part here. Guys, it looks like her foot is broken. That came out really rough. Also, I felt like the contrast I wanted between the skin and hair ended up way too weak. So, I decided to do a quick second drawing to fix the things I wasn't happy with. Since the goal here was a quick drawing, I decided to focus in on just our character's face, especially her expression. I wanted it to feel different from the first drawing. right? Remember how I mentioned that? Based on the shape of the bow, her dot hair could have been styled differently than how I first drew it. Well, this time I decided to draw it tied up. Something that really started bugging me after I finished the first drawing, and it just kept building while I was editing this video, was the coloring. You know how sometimes I like doing a softer painting style with more muted tones? Well, this time it felt so off that I decided to go with something way more vibrant. And you can already tell just from the base color choices. Both, the skin is more saturated. Red and the hair color is much stronger, giving way more contrast between the two. To finish this drawing faster, I did the whole base painting in separate layers, and then created a layer on top for the rendering and lino. Doing it this way takes way less time than usual. For example, if I did a drawing in this same style using my normal process, sketch, line art, base colors, painting, rendering, it would take at least 5 hours. But doing it the way I did with this drawing, it only took about an hour and a half. Pretty fast by my usual standards.
What the dog doing?
And here's how the second drawing turned out. Now let's do a quick comparison with the first one. As you can see, the change in hair tone made a huge difference, at least to me. Since the hair color in the first drawing was lighter, it ended up looking kind of dull, which didn't happen in the second drawing, thanks to the more vibrant tone. Another thing worth pointing out is the eyes. Look at the difference when I put them side by side. Even using the exact same colors, the result came out totally different. To me, the eyes in the first drawing have a calmer, more serene expression, which honestly didn't quite match the reference I picked. Meanwhile, the eyes in the second drawing feel a lot more confident.
Alright, that's it for today.
Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time. Bye!